only get around.
I ain't talking about killing them.
For that matter, technically, according to shit, humans are Pokemon too.
That is true.
So,
okay.
It's not wrong.
Can we get shoved into a fucking machine?
It's not wrong.
Can we get shoved into a fucking machine?
It's not wrong.
You can get fucking sucked into a Pokeball.
Before Pokeballs.
I mean, I will say this: Ash did get hit by everything, everything on the planet, and stay alive.
But here's my question: if they have this technology to compact things down into because I mean, you think about like the size of a Gyarados or like a Charizard, and it's condensed down to the size of a Pokeball. Like, why aren't they using that for like transporting items? I mean, you could just like,
I mean, they are. You think a backpack can really hold 99 of every fucking item in the game, including a bicycle?
It is when you've.
They definitely are.
It is when you're an immortal child who can like literally pick up things that weigh 10,000 pounds with your bare hands.
Why aren't the police just throwing Pokeballs at people?
Wizard,
we're fucking animals too. I'd be like, "Fuck you, Mike," and then I own you. Like, what are you going to do? You're stuck in that ball forever now. You are part of it.
It's like a genie.
So technically, Pokemon.
So
Dude,
what happens
I would be
when
so
you just smash it
outside my house?
What happens when you smash the Pokeball though? Like
with it inside? I mean, it's a good question, right?
Yeah, you fucking die.
Yeah, like that's how they're like, I mean, my thoughts is like if they were
stay
putting
in that
people
pocket dimension.
Yeah, like if they were putting people in like prison for like life, they just throw a Pokeball at them and that's it.
And then crush it with a hammer.
Look, man, with the capacity, you could put all the prisoners in the world in one Pokeball, right? I mean, come on.
I mean, theoretically, you are correct there.
Just get some Clefairies. They put them in their pouch, and then you put the Clefairy in the Pokeball.
Okay, let's kill this thing. Like we're just mindless rambling.
All right, so last time on Pokemon, so you guys were in the Kobold nest, and Fiamma burned like 1,000 kobolds with her Hellfire, and a few managed to slip through, which you guys dispatched of, and then you like jumped down a hole, and then making your way in further into the what used to be a dragon's den and now is the Kobold brood hive. You sort of start going down a tunnel that's covered in questionable liquids, and after a little bit of, after enough exploration, the Kobold Queen surfaces. So where we left off, the Kobold Queen's hand had reached around the side of the cave, around the corner, and then you saw her snarling face. Like I said, she's like the size of a T-Rex, right? And
just a xenomorph.
Kind of. With like the drool dripping down from her face, and her red glowing eyes staring at you.
Just dropping eggs out the bag.
Not yet, right? I do believe Hawkins had declared basically the charge, and people started running in for the fight. So, what are you guys gonna do?
Watch them die.
Attack the Birdo? I don't know.
Watch them die. Cool.
Try not to touch the walls, that's for sure.
Yep.
Well, fuck it. I don't even see the thing on my screen. I just see a juicy cave.
Yeah. I don't have a picture for a giant Kobold Queen Mother. Sorry.
What the fuck, man?
Disappointing.
Use your imagination.
Good news, guys. We killed it.
Yeah.
As Abby used to say, when a man asks to charge, you charge.
So Simba takes flight and is like going to join the charge. Gray, do you stop Simba?
No. He's gonna do it anyway.
Wow.
He might not.
He's gonna do it anyway.
No bueno. Anyway.
All right, yeah.
And she should be afraid of him since he's a dragon.
Oh yeah. He starts flying into the charge, and Hawkins and the guards, they're running in, and the majority of the other adventurers are also running in. The casters obviously are hanging back to start casting magic. And you see Bebop and Rocksteady. They started off in the back, but they're like quickly like making their way to the front as they just sort of run, without any abandon towards this thing. And what is Kroger doing?
Kroger is also charging forward.
All right, cool. And what are the rest of you? You guys just like joining the
Metal
charge?
I'm
Hurlant.
going around behind it.
I'm gonna roll to transform.
All right.
I'm gonna be casting.
Oh no! That's right. I forgot how many people are here. No, I cannot transform.
Well, right now, if their attention's on the beast, I mean, you could.
Yeah, but also be transforming, then a werewolf being behind him. I really don't think that's gonna be too good.
I mean,
you ain't trying to off me, Mike. I know how this rolls. No, sir.
Sometimes the
It'll be
door at the back
fine,
of the cave
I'm
is
the
just
only
the
one
door
that
at the back of the
dies.
cave. All right.
Sometimes that door to the back of the cave is
It's actually a mimic.
It's a jizz cave. So
Nah.
So do you really want to touch the handle?
Yeah.
I'm
What's
gonna
that?
cast.
What's
And
that?
oh my god!
What were you casting?
I was casting Metal Hurlant.
Cool.
Well, that
Yeah.
didn't work, did
Yep.
it?
Oh god.
Yeah. We'll come back to that. 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Melody murders everybody.
Wildheart, what are you and Yona doing?
I mount my bear and then recharge.
Yeah, cool. You mount the bear amid all the sex juices and you charge. Cool. All right. Let me get and Mist, not Mist, Gray. So you're not transforming. Are you doing something else?
Maybe I'll try to attack this thing.
Okay, so you're gonna run into.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So Mist, let me get you to roll on Dex for sneaking around behind this guy.
Cool, man.
This girl, this thing.
Girl, good sure.
It is a woman, sir.
She, her.
Yep, it's happening.
Okay, yeah. It's going to take you like an extra turn to get back there, basically, on the 8.
Okay.
So you have to be a little more stealthy to get around because this thing's big and maybe it's got some pretty decent detection. All right, cool. All right. Melody, as you're casting Metal Hurlant,
Cool.
one of the other casters, one of the satyrs,
No.
is using wild magic, right? And it goes awry, right? So before you can finish casting Metal Hurlant, your arm falls off.
What the fuck?
Which one?
Your left arm. This may not be
What?
This may not be permanent, but your arm falls off. It just like like there's no blood or anything. It just like falls off, right?
Cool.
But you do take some damage, possibly
Yeah.
from the mental stress of it all.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. So you're gonna take 4 damage as your arm falls off, and the
Sweet.
satyr looks back and he's like, "Oh, my bad," and he just sort of starts to slink away, like you know.
He's not gonna try to fix it. Cool.
Not right now. All right, cool. So I think given the ability of flight, Simba reaches the kobold first. Simba and the kobold lock eyes, and Simba opens his mouth to breathe fire on it. And Gray, let me get you to roll for Simba, maybe. Roll 2d6 plus 1 for his attack. Cool. Yeah, so he definitely shoots a fireball at the kobold and hits it in the face. Kobold takes 7 damage. And when it hits in the face, it shakes its head and then swats at Simba, knocking Simba against the wall. And Simba takes 2 damage when that happens.
He's like 37 damage. Simba is now dead. I'm like, and everybody in this room's dead. Run.
Nah.
Ultimate werewolf style.
When Simba hits the wall, you can just hear him go, "Oh!" And
See what happens when you run run in?
So about now, the couple of the guards, and Bebop and Rocksteady, are all leaping to attack this thing. They start sort of whacking at it with swords and things, and it starts swinging its tail and whatever. Kroger, you're now reaching the Kobold Queen. What are you doing?
I'm gonna scream at it.
Okay. For like, getting its attention?
Yeah, I'm crying out a challenge.
Okay.
So roll on con. Bitches. Oh, I didn't even have my dash roller pulled up.
How technically how big is this thing?
The size of about a T-Rex. It's big.
Well,
Just
on a
okay.
7 to 9, only a few fall prey to my taunting, but since there's only one,
Only the one.
yeah.
So in that case, it will garnish. You'll garnish like 80% of its attention, but not a full 100. How about that?
That's fine.
Yep.
Let me know when Fiamma gets a turn too.
Okay. Yeah. So it when you scream at it, it definitely like dials in to like your location, and starts to like try and basically crush you with its foot. So it's starting to come down on you with its foot. Meanwhile, people are still attacking it left and right. It is taking damage. So Wildheart, you and Yona have reached the Kobold Queen. Her foot's coming down on top of Kroger and some other people that are around Kroger. What are you doing?
Can I try to ride by and pull Kroger out of the way?
You can. Now, okay. So I will say, if you attack it or do something that is not involving Kroger, you would take advantage. But if you are going to aid Kroger, you will not get advantage. So that's up to you.
Oh, I guess I'll attack it then.
Okay. I mean, if you think Wildheart would try and save Kroger, and that's what he would do, then you know. I'm just letting you know what the sort of the stat rolls are going to be here.
So I would get +1 advantage?
Not to saving Kroger, but to basically other things involving, you know, the creature. Things that are outside of its purview, essentially. Because right now, all its focus is on Kroger. If you go to save Kroger, then you have now become part of that interaction.
Alright, I'm just going to slash at it with my sword.
All right. Okay, and where are you slashing?
I guess the leg.
Which leg? The leg that's coming down or the other leg?
The one it's standing on.
Okay, yeah, okay, great. Go for some damage. Okay. And do you get any anything with your bear? Is there any sort of extra?
Just on the attack, I get.
Okay.
plus-
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah, you slice the other leg. It does cause it to falter just a little bit, and it knocks a little off balance, but it does not stop the impending stomp coming towards Kroger. Now, let's say this is all happening within like seconds of each other. So now, Mist, you've reached behind the Kobold. What are you doing?
All right. So, just got stabbed in the leg. Its attention is on Kroger.
Yep.
I am going to. I'm going to use my backstab.
Okay.
And that's a roll on Dex.
All right.
So let's roll on some Dex here. That is so happening. Holy shit, is that happening? All right, so on backstab on a 10 plus, I get to choose 2 of these. You don't get into melee with them. You deal an extra d6. You create an advantage +1 for you or an ally, or you reduce their armor. I'm going to do a deal an extra d6 and I'm going to give a +1 to Fiamma.
Okay. All right.
All right. So now I'm going to do my other thing is Dirty Fighter. When I use a backstab, I get an extra D8 to roll. So now I get 2 D8s and a D6.
Nice. Yeah.
So 1, 2, and a 6. And
15.
I am straight up, just right on its like wings, man. Just one of its wings. I'm just going ham on it, trying to stop it from being able to fly.
It doesn't have wings.
Oh, does it? Oh, I guess. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, I'm just going to the back of the neck thing.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know why I got focused on dragon. It's a
Yeah.
damn kobold.
All right. So are you like jumping on it?
Because the last time you were in this cave, you killed a dragon.
Yeah.
That's
not-
true.
yeah.
That is
Yeah.
very true.
Because I mean,
Um,
this thing's very tall, right? I mean, it's you would have to like run up its back or like jump or leap pretty high to like get in the back of the neck.
Yeah, fuck it. That's what I'm doing. I'll just run up the back of it. I don't care.
Okay. So yeah. You definitely run up the back of it and stab it in the back of the neck. This causes it to falter even further. Kroger, the foot comes down about 2 feet away from you on the ground as it hits, and it starts to sort of stumble. What is Fiamma up to?
Remember, you have a +1.
Yep. So Fiamma's gonna take 2 of the crude wooden balls out of her pack,
Okay.
use an HP to light a fire, and then huck them behind it.
Okay. All right. Roll on Dex for tossing them.
That's 1 + 1, so. Eek. So I'm gonna make that a 7.
Okay. Cool.
And I'm gonna sacrifice 1 of the wooden balls that I have.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You toss them, and they land just behind it. Let me do this. Okay. Yeah, so they landed behind it, and they're just sort of smoldering behind it. And that's what's happening with those at the moment. So, let's go to Melody. Your arm just fell off. What are you doing?
Is there a way
Yeah,
that
what the
arcane
hell?
art might fix that? I mean, like, that's not exactly healing, but like,
You can try. I mean, you can pick it up and just like hold it back up to yourself and see what you
yeah,
can
I'm
do.
gonna try to sing it back on. Let's see what happens.
Yeah,
Oh
okay.
god. Okay.
You're gonna sing what? You're gonna sing your arm back on.
Hey, please, little arm, reattach to me.
Yeah. You sing your arm back on. You want to describe that action to me?
Does it look like the tiny arm that grows back on Deadpool?
No.
Oh,
Her arm just reattaches.
oh.
I'm just sitting there and I'm basically, yeah, I wanna make it canon, thanks Gray, that I'm just like pleading with it, but like in a sing-song sort of tone. But the funny thing is,
I mean,
I get to choose 2 things to happen. So I'm gonna heal myself for the little bit of, well, let me look and see who needs
shouldn't
healing.
technically, since they're linked, that cat in her bag should be screaming bloody murder.
Yes,
not
that cat should have lost its fucking arm.
Oh, the transference of pain and anguish is only one way. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
That cat don't
course
make bad
it is.
deals. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm going to. Yeah, okay, I get all my health back.
All right, cool. Yeah. So yeah, you can all the tendons and muscles and fibers start just kind of growing back together.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
And the
That did some things. It gave me way more health than I was supposed to have, which I mean that's cool, but it how do I fix that?
the satyr who was backing away just kind of like peeks over and is like watching what's going on, and you can see he's curious. He's not even engaging the battle right now. He's more interested in like this whole armory attachment thing that's going on over there. He's pretty intrigued. What Gray? What are you up to? You can see Simba in the distance. He's sort of like getting back up, and wrestling some of the rocks and stuff off of him before he hit the wall, shaking his head. So what are you doing?
So that thing is like kneeling down, right? Or is it just stumbled?
It's stumbling, right? So it's off balance.
It's off balance.
Yeah.
I can't ready this action because it's not gonna work. Man, I'm crazy.
Fortune favors the bold.
Kobold.
In the back of the knee.
This thing needs to be down because it's too high for me to jump up there and do what I'm gonna do. So, I mean, I could try.
Maybe you get Simba to toss you. I don't know.
These are too many actions at once. This is too many actions. It's too many actions. Yeah, I'm gonna. So which leg is it stumbling on? Which?
But both of them right now. I mean, it's like faltering, like it's
like about to fall over.
Kinda. I mean, it could right itself, or you could make it worse for it. Still got its attention on Kroger. It's still trying to, while it's readying itself, it wants to attack Kroger pretty bad. And meanwhile, other things are attacking it too, right? So I mean, like this is all happening within a matter of seconds, but like other people are like whacking at it with swords and.
Is it possible for me to pull a bomb out of my mag, jump on it, and hold its mouth open and throw said bomb in its mouth? Or is that too many actions?
So you can use one action to. I mean, you can pull the bomb out as you're jumping up. So I give you an action to like get on it, right? So you can take an action to basically get up to it, get on it, and get on its back or around its neck or whatever.
Would I have a plus advantage to that since it's not on me?
Yeah. I mean, you can have right now because its attention is divided and it's stumbling. You can get a +2 advantage.
Nice.
Especially you're just gonna roll on dex for getting on it.
A +2 advantage plus the dex that I have already. If I fail this, I'm the worst werewolf on the planet.
If you fail this, you're getting wrecked.
Well, guys, looks like I'm gonna die today. All right, so I guess I take the bomb out and try to jump up on its back. This is going to be bad. If I fail this, there's no way I can fail this.
Yeah, if you rolled a 2,
it would be, but I gotta roll it. That's happening.
Yeah.
That's happening all day.
Yeah. So you managed to run and jump up and like wrap yourself around the back of its neck, and pull the bomb out. And so while that's sort of going on, what is Kroger up to?
I need this thing's mouth open.
I mean, do you yell that? Do you yell out like open its mouth or?
Yeah, I need somebody to get this thing's mouth open. Yes, I will yell that out.
I guess I'm gonna try to jump up and force its mouth open.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you can take a +1 advantage on that.
All right. What do you want me to roll on for that?
Strength for prying its mouth open, essentially.
Cool.
Which means I'm gonna have to throw it in there and shut its mouth and hold it
Well, it's
shut.
open.
All right, cool.
That's open.
Yeah. Tell me. I mean, it's falling. So you like catch it by the face, sort of as it's stumbling and falling.
Yes. I catch it by the face, rip its mouth open, and shove my spear into its mouth to help hold it open.
Okay. All right. Nice. And go ahead and roll for some damage too on that.
Sweet. What the fuck is my damage here?
Where'd you go? You disappeared too.
Who?
D10.
Him anymore.
So that's a 6 because my weapon gets a +1.
Yeah. All right. So you do 6 damage. And its mouth is open and it's looking pretty bewildered. Right now, it starts swiping its claws in all directions. It takes out a guard or two as it's swiping, and you hear Hawkins yell out. I mean, he sees what's going on, and he's like, "Hold it down!" So So you see Bebop and Rocksteady, both of them run up and like grab either leg, and they're just like holding on. I don't know if they're actually doing anything, but they're holding it like they think they're holding it in place for sure.
We got this, guys.
Yeah. And what is Wildheart doing?
We need to knock this thing down. Oh God! Wait a minute. I'm on his back. Ooh, that may hurt. That may hurt.
Me too.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a rope?
Do I? Hold on.
I have adventuring gear, so
I actually do
would
have.
a
yes.
rope.
I have 2 ropes.
Oh,
Might I borrow them to do that move from that really
Both
old
of them? Because I can give you both. Need 2 ropes?
Look, he just wants to ride a unicycle while playing a flaming bagpipe and wrap himself around it.
Oh my God.
Sure, I'll give him both ropes.
I feel like we're trying to take down an ATAT. Right?
I marked him off my list. There you go. 2 ropes.
All right, so you toss. So I mean, let me get you roll dex for tossing him over to him.
Sure.
Yeah, because you're kind of a distance away. You've been like reattaching your arm and stuff.
Yeah. Okay,
Arm
yeah,
shouldn't
all right.
work so well.
Yeah!
you actually put them in the hand of your arm and toss the arm to it.
Yeah.
When she throws, the arm goes with.
You toss the ropes, no problem.
You an
Wildheart,
improved arm. Let's go.
I assume you're still mounted on Yona.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, you grab the ropes, and do you want to start doing something then?
Yeah, I want to tie one end of my sword
Hmm.
and then try to throw it around or throw it into one of the legs.
All right. Yeah. Roll on dex for that. Yeah. Cool. So you stick it in the leg. Go ahead and roll damage too. Cool. But like it's in right now, but it's not the most secure. So it's in, but it does stand a chance of coming out. While that's happening, Mist, what are you up to?
Well, I'm now on the back of its neck currently.
Yeah, you and Greyboat.
So
Yeah.
I
We're definitely
think
broke
what
here.
I would like to do is drive my sword through the back of its skull with backstab again.
Okay.
So let's try that. Rolling on some decks. That's totally happening.
Jesus.
Oh, and I used my rapier, so it's stunned as well.
Okay.
All right, 2 d8s and a d6. 1, 2, 3. Holy shit!
Dang, that's like 20, right?
Yeah, dude, that was so good.
Yeah. So what happens is you're gonna like hit it. You're gonna like slightly penetrate the skull, not enough to get into its brain or anything, but you're definitely gonna like crack the skull some. So you want to describe like the whole like thrust and everything, or?
Yeah, man. So I grab onto its ear with one hand and take my other, and I just drive it down. And you hear this cracking, grinding noise, and its eyes roll in the back of its head, and it starts freaking out a little bit.
Yeah, well, because it's stunned. Like it initially starts to sort of like scream, even with its mouth opens. You can hear like the guttural sound from its throat. But that kind of like dissipates as it sort of like slumps over a little bit from the stun action. And I mean, obviously, there's blood squirting out. You get sprayed with blood when you do it. And Gray, some of it leaks down onto Gray. Yep. It's great.
What
And
about
then,
for survival, Gray?
yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm
Now
not
you can say
trying
you
to
ate
eat
a giant
this thing.
kobold once.
What is
It's too late. You say you can taste it now.
What is Fiamma doing?
Fiamma's gonna Zuko style the smoldering balls behind them.
Okay.
Or she's going to try to. With an 11. Cool.
Yeah.
So she's going to take those balls, ignite them fully, and then whip them into its eyes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean that'll happen. Roll a D8 of damage for me, and then you can sort of describe the action.
Cool. 6 damage. So the balls that are behind her or behind it ignite, and when they ignite, they shoot upwards around the backside and directly into the eyes. Kroger is definitely shocked by this because he's never seen fire fly.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, definitely like right into the eyes. It does shake some of the stun action off of it a little bit. It starts shaking its head a little bit.
But it's blind.
Yep. And so, Mist and Gray, can I get y'all to roll 2d6 on your dexterity, but you can have a +1 advantage for Defy Danger.
Sweet.
Considering we're all holding him down.
Yeah, it's sort of shaking its head.
Oh, it's not. It's not.
Well,
doing what it
Kroger's holding
would
its
for
face
me.
down.
It's not throwing me
He's got the
off.
spear in its mouth.
All right, yeah. So I mean, whatever tremor or whatever, it's wriggle. It doesn't. You guys don't fall off at all from the retching or whatever. And then we come back to Gray. What are you doing?
Well, I guess since its mouth's open, I'm gonna take the ball. I'm gonna take the bomb, throw it in its mouth, and hold it shut.
Okay.
You gotta pull out.
Do you let Kroger pull out?
Yeah. I'm gonna let Kroger pull out his weapon, or I'm gonna basically
be like,
it's
all right,
basically
but I'm not that good at that.
Yeah. I'd have to roll that on strength, wouldn't I?
Yeah, to
hold
hold his mouth closed. Yeah.
All right, please don't fail me now. Nope, that's happening.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Bomb in, mouth hold.
Yeah. So you hear the bomb in and you hold his mouth closed, and then if you'll roll, I think it was 2d6 on those bombs. So roll 2d6 for me on damage. Five. Cool. So when the bomb explodes, it explodes like out of the back of the thing's head, and it knocks you off. So it knocks you back, and you take just a little bit of damage from that. I mean, the brunt of this explosion was absorbed inside the mouth, but you do take 5 damage as it knocks you off the back, and you fall to the ground. But the whole back of its head and neck has just been exploded out of its back, and the whole thing just slumps over and falls dead. And
I'm to loot.
yeah. And
Some eggs that came out?
as soon as it falls, everyone's still attacking it because I mean, it's all happening so quickly. They don't know that it's necessarily dead yet. And then Hawkins sort of yells out. He says, "Hold!" And everyone kind of stops. And he looks and he says, "I believe the day is won." And people start cheering and whatnot.
If that didn't kill it, we have a serious problem right now.
Yeah. So the kobold is vanquished.
Yeah.
And you guys are all there in there with it. So, do any of your characters do anything else? So, when you hit the ground, Gray, Simba walks up beside you and check to see if you're okay. And he's like, Papa, are you alive?
Yes, that was cool, right? You saw that?
He's like, oh yeah, it was so cool. I mean, it'd be cooler if you didn't get blown off, but it's still pretty cool.
We can't all be winners, son.
He says, yeah, I messed up a little bit, but
That's
yeah,
okay.
next time.
Yeah,
Next
don't rush in so much.
He says,
That'll keep you alive.
he says,
Taught
oh,
you, it's a valuable lesson, right?
yeah, yes, don't rush in, without breathing fire first. Yeah.
Sure.
Whoa.
Sure.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
lesson.
yeah. That's the. No. How about you think about things you do first?
He says, but that's not what you do.
Oh, I did.
He says, you just ran in and then threw a bomb at it.
I ran in and calculatedly threw a bomb at it.
He says, oh. Well, I must be
You'll
missing
learn.
something.
You'll learn. You'll learn.
He says, and so Melody, the satyr comes up to you and he's like, is, um, sorry, did you just put your arm back on?
Yeah.
He says, that's interesting.
Yeah, well, I'm a bard, which means that I can heal.
He says, I've never seen a bard do that.
I'm a different kind of bard. What can I
I'm
say?
just built different.
I'm just built different, yeah.
Yeah. So, what is Kroger doing right now?
Thought about offering to heal him, but if that failed, you know.
Currently, he's still raging out and stomping the head.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Hawkins puts his hand on your shoulder and he's like, chill, frog man, chill.
Oh, sorry.
He says, it's okay, man. Like, I get it. I've been in the heat battle plenty of times. Sometimes, you just gotta smash stuff. But it's over now. And Mist, you up to anything?
Yeah, I'm going over to the smashed bits of the head where Kroger's going ham, and I pick up one of the giant fangs to put on my necklace.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's fine. And Wildheart, you and Yona, what you guys up to?
I just cut a slab off and feed it to her.
Okay, all right. She spits it out immediately. It tastes really terrible.
Filthy cobalt meat.
Yeah, it's
And
disgusting.
next time, eat before we leave.
Yeah. So then, people are sort of, combing over the body. They're looking for, I guess, anything of value. There's not a lot there. You see one of the satyrs is sort of towards the rear of the body and got a knife and sort of just like carving into it, and seems like he's removing some stuff. It doesn't take long before Hawkins sort of, starts to sort of rally people together, like, as it's time to basically go. You guys,
Is it time to go?
he says, "Don't worry about the body. My men here, they'll take care of that. If you guys want to head back to the town, we'll settle up your bills."
Hey, Simba, do me a favor. Burn that body to a crisp.
So it says, "But there's still people around it."
Oh my god, don't do this.
Sure. Okay, we can leave.
Fiamma's like, it's fine, I got this, and she's just gonna Zuko the still smoldering eyes to just burn the inside of the body.
When you start burning it, Hawkins sort of yells out and he says, "Hold your horses now. We're gonna salvage the body, all right?"
What are you salvaging it
what?
for?
He says, we're gonna do some research. There's still a lot to learn about kobolds. If we know more about our enemy, then we can fight them better in the future.
Do some.
Fiamma's gonna be like, they come on walls! Fuck them!
Doesn't he
So-
owe you money?
Do
People
you
call my people savage.
do you still continue to burn it even though he's asked you to stop?
Yes.
I would have stopped at least. God.
Cool.
Well, I can't do anything
Specifically,
about
I won't burn the whole body, but I am definitely burning whatever counts for an egg sack.
Okay, that's definitely at the rear. So if are you trying to burn it towards the rear?
Yes, I'm gonna burn its asshole.
Cool. So that's where the one satyr is sort of back,
Aw.
carving and removing things. Do you care?
Zuko style.
Do you care if the satyr gets burned?
He'll be fine. Zuko style with an 11.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he jumps back. I mean, he's got a pouch full of something, and he kind
Oh, it
of jumps
doesn't
back.
matter if he jumps back. I could tap his cheek with it.
He jumps back. He doesn't know that. I mean, he just knows that things in front of him are on fire, right? So he jumps back and goes, "Whoa!" And then Hawkins sort of continues to explain, I think that's enough. I prefer you stop. I don't want this to be an issue.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, once the eggs are gone, you hired us to kill the kobolds. I'm making sure it doesn't happen again.
He kind of like sighs, and he looks over at some of the guards. He kind of looks around. You can see him kind of looking around, and he's like,
once the egg sack's burned, I'm done. I'm just gonna put it out.
He's you can see he's sort of contemplating something, and the egg sack burns, and then you stop.
Yep.
Yeah,
I actually extinguished the flame.
Once it extinguishes, you can see like he's thinking hard, and then once it stops, he says, "Are you done?"
Yep.
He says, "All right." He says, "Now, please, everyone, make your way back up."
What you doing down here, boy?
Yeah.
He says, "These men, they're gonna haul the body up. They're gonna bring it to the thing, and then we're gonna hoist everything up."
Kroger offers his assistance.
Yeah, you can see a number of the guards like grabbing the body to try to just basically to like drag it.
That's a lot of guards. This thing's a T-Rex size.
Yeah, well, they had like 20 guards. I think like about 4 of them have died, so they've still got like 16 guards.
Yeah, they're lucky it was only 4.
Yeah.
With the power of 5.
Gundry, who's been there the whole time, sort of just like says to you guys, it's like, I really glad you guys came. You were an immense help. I got to go take care of this stuff. Maybe I'll catch you guys later.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, later, dude.
Yeah, and he runs over to start help the process of carrying the thing. So Kroger, when you initially go to help, one of the guards is like, "We got it." Do you continue to try and help, or?
No, I'm like, yes, sir.
He says, "Thank you, anyways," and just sort of like waves you on. Simba says to you, Gray, he's like, "Hey, Pops, should I go back to looking like a human, or is this okay?"
Yeah. No, go back to looking like a human.
Okay. And you see him like spit some flame out that washes over his body, and he goes back to his sort of his polymorph human form. Soon as he's back in the form, you can see him like scratch a little bit, and he's like, "Yep, still itchy." And you guys proceed to exit then?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
For me, yeah.
I would like to, before I do, not that I have good discern realities, I would like to at least discern some realities and see if there's anything new down here since the last time we were here.
I wouldn't say that too loud.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and roll.
I very much doubt our characters are like, I would like to discern realities,
Yeah,
please.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I mean,
you never know.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, then
So-
can I discern?
Well, even if there is,
realities?
there's nothing.
So the thing is too is this is much further back in the cave than you had originally gone in the first place, right?
yeah, interesting.
You had killed the dragon not far, like just into the pit, right? Before, so this is a place you haven't been before. Although the way that the cave is carved and formed does have a sense of familiarity to it. You haven't been here, but you've been here somewhere very similar. So.
I think I'd like to kind of look too.
Okay.
What?
You
Nope.
you discover even less.
Neither of you get to look.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to look just to say I did.
In fact,
Wow!
Wow, 13.
okay.
What do I see?
So hold on, we'll come back to that. So Melody, in fact, the satyr just keeps like bothering you and like
no!
chatting with you and asking you questions.
I guess I'm not into all satyrs. Oh
Yeah.
god.
No, he's super annoying. And like even if you like make it clear that like you don't want to talk to him, he does not take the hint at all. So yeah, he's just being, and it's super
Great.
distracting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kroger, you I mean,
That's Viama, yeah.
oh, Fiamma's doing it. Okay.
Yep.
So okay, yeah, that's actually better. So This cave system looks very similar to the caves you were in when you were underneath the gnome's broken down log place when you had gone to kill the professor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you were down running around in those caves, this cave system looks quite similar to that, and so that's kind of what you notice. Other than that, it's cave, slimy. There's there's plenty of bones down here from things that the kobolds have eaten,
and not to mention the kobolds.
Yeah. The kobolds will be more. So if you get towards the drop off where you first landed, there'd be a lot of bones from where you burned all the kobolds. Quite the plethora of kobold bones.
Collect them all. Get the kneecaps.
Wrong group.
Thank God the other group's not there, and who knows what happened.
Especially with an endless bag, just like kneecaps for days. Melody's lost sight of all that.
Yeah. Melody was the last, I guess, religious acolyte
Zealot.
of Kratos.
No, it's Zealot.
Of Kratos.
There are probably some people that are like, "Oh yeah, no, I know about Kratos."
But anyways, yeah. So that's what you notice. And you guys sort of start making your way back, and I assume you exit the cave.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Now I just have to get everything back to Ugrin. Everyone's going back to Ugrin.
Under Gray's breath, he goes, once again, in the cave.
Yeah.
Wow.
Memories. You guys exit the cave along with the other adventures. I said there were about 30 other adventures when you started, and along the way, you've lost I don't know, maybe 5 or so. Not a lot. So you guys exit and you're all sort of making your way back.
Two things. Since we're back in town, can I go ahead and level?
Wait till you come to a stopping point, but then yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Obviously, when you pass by the halfling farm, it's completely abandoned. The crops start looking kind of bad because no one's been tending to them. The doors to the facilities have all been torn off their hinges, and they're laying on the ground. And the place sort of just looks like it's in shambles. There are a couple of buildings throughout the town that kind of look similar, where kobolds have broken in and just taken what they wanted. You guys all get back to sort of this town square area, and it's going to be just a few minutes before anyone shows up. Do you want to do anything?
Oh God! It's time to loot everybody. No. There's 20 people that live here now. Come on.
It's not a lot, no.
Can I still get meat?
You can walk in the inn and see if anyone's in there.
Yeah, I'm walking in and see if anybody's in there.
Kroger's following him.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you walk in the inn, and there's only 2 people in the inn. There's no bartender. There's no waitress, waiter, or anything like that. But there are 2 people just sitting at a table, and it's names.
No, they have names. Okay.
Yes, it's 2 people. Where are they at? I need them. I need the names. I gotta go back a ways. Yeah, so it's Jimmy and Bill, the detective and the detective's partner from some time ago. And they were the ones that showed up with Lieutenant Carlson earlier when Hawkins had shamed him. Lieutenant Carlson's not there, just Jimmy and Bill. And they're just sitting there sort of drinking what looks like to be ale. I mean, they see you walk in, there's oh, is the deed finished? Did you guys wipe out the kobolds?
Yep, now I want food.
So, might be something in the back. I don't know, it's not a lot of people left.
Time to walk back here and get some food.
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
Simba's with me.
Yeah, so when you walk in, Simba's where are all the people?
They're all dead.
Let's go. And it was the kobolds? Yeah, I think that's...
Yep, it was the kobolds.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, kobolds, they just... Seems like they kill who they want and take what they want, yeah?
Yes, but we don't do that.
He says, I mean, sometimes.
No, we don't do that.
I mean, you know. And the Jimmy and Bill sort of just see you talking to the kid, and they've seen you guys before, and so Jimmy kind of yells out, "It's like, hey, so you got you a new apprentice?"
Yeah, that's what he is.
And he's like, "I'm not an apprentice."
Nope.
He says, "But
You're
I'm
an
not."
apprentice. Stop talking.
He says, "Man," you hear him on his face. He's like, "Man, I'm never gonna say nothing." He's always shushing me.
Do you remember why you remember why you look the way you do right now?
Like father, like son. It's like, man, I don't even...
He says, because people don't like the way I look.
Yes, that's what we'll just go with that.
Oh,
Fucked up, man.
that's so mean.
Look, trust me, I'm ugly inside too.
I don't know about ugly, maybe furry.
So yeah, I mean, when you walk in the back, there's some meat that it's
not spoiled.
It's questionable, right? It could or could not be bad. And
Okay,
there's also
roll on Constitution.
There's also several flasks of ale, and I mean, there's some like dried goods, and there's some like rice and some wheat, back there. There's definitely some spoiled milk. There's some milk, but it's not good. Well,
I'm gonna take that for that stinking cat. I'll give him some milk next time he wants milk.
it smells pretty bad.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, who knows? We'll sprinkle a little salt on it. He'll never know.
So yeah, you and Simba are sort of just like ransacking the back of the kitchen.
No one said ransacking. I just wanted me because if we start borrowing everything.
Kroger, you've walked in and sort of witnessed all this transaction going on. What are you doing?
I'm nonchalantly leaning against the door, watching.
The door to the inn or the door to like the back where he's gone to get the meat?
Yeah, that's the door I'm leaning on.
Which one?
The meat.
The door to the back where he's gone in.
Yeah, cool.
Because I'm watching Gray.
Okay.
Yeah. L.
Yeah. So Simba also sort of like sees you there, and he's like, "Hey, Pops, the what's your name, dude?"
Kroger.
He says, "Yeah, the Kroger is he's following us, I think."
Yeah, it looks like he is. You want some ale?
I would not mind some ale.
Yes. Hey, take that mug and give it to him. You want some meat? It's questionable.
No, I'm a vegetarian.
Oh, okay. Then two things in ale.
So he takes the cup over to Kroger, and Simba's like, "Hey, Pops, when do I get to drink ale?"
You know what? I'm gonna let you drink a little bit of this.
Do we need a drunk dragon?
It'll be okay because he doesn't get a lot of it.
Yeah.
No drinking and flying, sir.
Dragons?
Yeah, he drinks it and he says, "Ugh, this kind of tastes bad."
Yeah. Okay. Good. Now give it back. Glug, 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 glug. All gone.
Well, when you go to take it from me, he kind of like pulls it back and he's like, "But I kind of like it."
I kind of told you could only have a little bit of it too.
And he's like, "Ugh."
I'm letting you drink some of it.
He just sort of like hands it back to you, and he's just like the teenager sigh where he's like, "Ugh."
You want this meat?
He says,
"Hold it up."
He says, "Yeah."
I don't know how good it is though. It may make you sick.
Cool. He opens his mouth and fire comes out and like singes it, and then he just like grabs it with his hands and starts tearing into it.
Okay, well there you go. Well, there you go. All right. I'm gonna walk out with some meat and some ale in my hand.
All right.
And we'll walk back out to where these guys are, like right out there.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Melody, the whole walk back, that satyr just will not leave you alone. What are you doing?
Oh my god!
Where is she at?
I mean, she's walked back to the square with everyone, and the whole time the satyr's just like following behind her.
Do I see this?
No, you're inside the thing, right? I mean,
I haven't walked out yet. Okay.
And he's just like, so wait, where'd you get those clothes at? Those are pretty nice. And then he's like, so is that your natural hair color, or do you use magic, or what's going on there? And he's like, hey, how'd you become a bard? And he's like,
This guy is thirsty.
and he's like, man, I noticed you're an elf. So like, how old? If you don't mind me asking, sorry, how old are you? And do you answer any of his questions?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, wow.
She would. You know she would.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm still curious about like reattaching your arm. That's not normal. It's pretty weird. I mean,
I'm not normal.
Even by pretty staggering magic, abilities. It's not something people should be able to do. He says, I mean, yeah, through wild magic, it could happen randomly. But that's like powerful magic that's uncontrolled. I mean, I've seen some weird stuff. Don't get me wrong, but not like on purpose.
Yeah.
And so this goes on for some time, and then Tyrone sort of just like pops his head out of the bag, and he's like, "Shut him up."
I mean, I guess I can tell him like that I need to go like meet up with my people.
Roll charisma.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh yeah, cool. All right. Well, maybe we'll catch up later, okay? I'll be in town for a while, so like don't leave without telling me bye, because like I would love to talk to you some more."
I'm sure you would.
He says, "Cute cat," and Taran's like, "So help me God."
Pet the cat.
And he starts to walk away, and Tyrone's like,
You definitely should have told him to pet the cat.
Tyrone's like, "You're gonna have to kill him." So, what's Mist up to?
He's just really just sitting there drinking a beer.
Okay, so have you gone in the inn too then?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I'm apparently going to the inn just to get away from Chatty Cathy.
Yeah. And then Wildheart, what are you up to?
Looking for a place to take a bath.
Oh yeah, he probably still smells like shit.
Yes. And I
He
need
probably
a clean-
still smell like absolute death.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's still water flowing in the fountain in the middle of the square there. I mean, that's
Oh!
there's that.
Yeah, get naked and get in the shower, you whore.
I am not shy, but I am a whore.
Do you start bathing in the fountain?
Yes.
Okay. Roll charisma for me.
Oh man.
For who? The 13 elite dead guards? Yeah.
He's
pretty
not
good.
wrong.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
The undead are turned on by your display.
Let's see here. Okay, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
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 Oh no.
All right. Cool.
Everyone is effectively turned off. Got you.
I shit myself again.
In the fountain.
Yeah, no, so yeah. I mean, right now you're not feeling those effects necessarily. But when you start like bathing in the fountain, the Lieutenant Carlson kind of like is walking up at this point in time. He's like, "Hey, no, out, get out! You can't do that here." What do you do?
I do it here anyway.
He's like, "You've got to listen. Hey, "Hey, Jimmy, Bill, get out of here! Do something for once!" And a few seconds later, Jimmy and Bill come out, and they're a little sloshed, and they're like, as soon as they walk out, they're like, "What is it? Oh my, what?" And he's like, "Help me get this guy out of the fountain." And can you roll me a Defy Danger with your strength? Okay. What's your strength? 0.
0.
Okay. Yeah. So you are now just sort of caught up in a tussle with them in the fountain, and making quite the commotion. So that's just sort of happening. It's going to happen for a few minutes. What is Fiamma up to?
Well, she was amusedly gonna watch the naked Indian man in the bath, but no, she's gonna be in the bar too, and she's going to saddle up next to Melody and Mist and talk with them.
Okay, cool. So what about what?
So Fiamma's gonna be like, all right, listen, we've been doing good collecting the orbs, but we haven't really done much with them.
Agreed.
Yep.
Now, I'm thinking about staying back at the camp while y'all go out and do whatever it is y'all do. And I know y'all are gonna need the fast travel. So, Melody,
Yes.
you have the rock orb.
Okay.
When you start talking about this, Simba sort of like pokes his head out, and he's like, "Oh hey, I think I can do like the thing the orbs do."
What?
He says, yeah.
What?
I've been watching you do it, and I like, I think I can do the thing the orbs does.
Well,
Okay.
Gray looks over at him. He's like, "What do you mean? What thing that the orbs do?"
Like with the thing, and it opens, and you walk through it, and like I think I can do that.
The portal?
Yeah,
You can
that
create
thing.
A portal.
You are
like,
a portal?
You can
Like,
create it. Can you create said portal like at any time?
He says no. I think I can open it like with the trees and the stuff. It's just like it's like a key. I just use it's like a magic. The orbs do it. They unlock it and it opens up. And like I've watched it a couple of times, and like I'm pretty sure I can do it.
Without the orbs.
He says, I think so. I'd like to try.
Okay.
Change of plans. When we get back to camp, we're gonna have him try.
Yeah, that
Yes.
sounds
In the
pretty
meantime,
cool.
I'm gonna go watch the naked Indian wrestle a
Yeah.
couple of dudes.
Yeah.
'Cause that sounds like a lot
Before
of fun.
you guys leave, I tell everyone about the crazy, like the guy that won't leave me alone. The satyr stalker.
Oh no, you have a
Miss
sim.
Chuckles.
Oh, and I leave.
Mistus looks at her and is like, "What is with you and satyrs?"
This one I didn't choose. This one chose me.
Mm-hmm.
So, who all's going outside now? Is it just Fiamma or?
Nah, Mist is not leaving that bar.
Yeah, okay.
Kroger is now interested in what a naked Indian is doing here, so he's gonna leave too.
Yeah. So you guys.
Hey son, you want to go see a naked man outside? It's about to be funny.
He says,
As I hold a drink up and swallow 2 of them down, just 2 whole mugs, done.
he's like, I've seen you naked plenty of times, pops. I don't know what that's all. I don't know why that's interesting.
This is going to be funny though.
He says,
We're gonna watch him try to. This is going to be funny.
All right.
I think this will be entertaining.
Yeah, so he follows. So what is it? Fiamma and Kroger and Gray and Simba. Melody, are you going or are you staying inside the bar?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow everybody.
Okay. So everyone but Mist exit, and Mist, you're sort of just like alone in the
Nope.
bar.
Yep.
Drinking your ale. So you
And
all
now robbing the place.
you, He just like takes the bag of holding and starts just pouring the ale into
Pouring the grain.
He'll be like, this
I
school
scream-
fits. It's mine. These peanuts are mine.
I scream at Mist. I'm like, by the way, there's a lot of rice and wheat back there.
So you guys walk outside, and Wildheart is fighting with these three men, and Yona is just like trying to like paw at them and stuff, and everyone's just sort of like fighting in the. Sorry, Danny, you're back down, killing me. Anyways.
I know what that is. It's great.
Yep.
It's so ridiculous.
Miss Piggy would be jealous. So,
Miss Piggy's with a man now.
Yeah. So, anyways, this whole tussle is just happening. Does anyone intervene, or are you just letting it happen?
No.
I'm watching this and laughing because I'm probably feeling some effects from that alcohol.
Yeah. So,
Kroger is going to attempt to not touch anybody that's naked, but also try to stop. But like he's just like hovering over the edge, like you shouldn't be doing this here.
Yeah. And so also Simba looks over to you, Gray, and he's like, should we help him? He's one of our people, right?
No, this is hilarious because they're never gonna get him out of there.
He's like, okay, yeah, okay.
Just let it be. It's fine.
Yeah. He says, "Hey, Pops, don't you have like a staff that just like creates water, right?"
Yeah, I do, but
if
this
he
is funny.
If he needs water, couldn't you just give it to him?
I could take.
Shower them while they're wrestling.
Does this work like a regular garden hose, Mike, where if he sticks his thumb over the top of the staff where the water comes out, it sprays?
No, it still just pours out.
No.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, Wildheart, can you roll? Well, how are you wanting to like? Not. Are you wanting to fight them off, or are you just trying to slip by them at this point? Like you've gotten yourself clean-ish through fighting with them, right? I mean, you've kind of gotten pretty drenched.
Who knew the male body was a great scrubber?
You know what? Gray says, I didn't know it was this type of party. He starts pulling his clothes off to walk to the fountain.
What did I miss? Oh god.
I want to wash myself too. I'm dirty.
So, So, Wildheart, how do you want to like get out of the situation?
I want to continue bathing while you bathing it.
All right. Yeah. Roll on Dex for your ability to sort of like just bathe around their attempts to remove you. All right. Yeah. I mean, you're mostly managing to bathe. They're still kind of hindering you, so it's going to take longer. Still. So this goes on for just a little bit. About this time, Hawkins is walking up, and as he walks up, he sees the scene, and he just starts like laughing really loud. He's just like, ha 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 ha. He says, Carlson, my boy, you can't even get one man out of the pool. No wonder you let the town fall. As he laughs.
Got him.
And he's
Fiamma's like, asshole.
And Carlson's like, I mean, you could help. And he's like, why? When this is so hilarious.
And I roll to remove their clothing.
Huh?
Why is everybody getting...
You want to disrobe them?
I want to wash their backs.
Oh, what is okay? This may getting a little too free for Gary.
You can roll on Dex for I guess using like a dagger to sort of cut their clothes so it falls off of them.
Jesus, it may kill. He may accidentally cut them.
Yeah. So you get Bill's you cut Bill's clothes and they fall off and he's just in his underwear. As soon as that happens though, he like sort of like jumps out of the pool and like starts trying to cover up. And Lieutenant Carlson's like, you just assaulted an officer. That's grounds for arrest.
We just killed a giant cobalt, Grace says in the background.
He says, that has no bearing on what's happening right here. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Hawkins is still just laughing and pointing.
Hey Hawkins, do you think this is funny?
He says, "Oh, this is fantastic."
So Kroger's now going to assume that since everyone's doing it, this is like a custom here, so he's going to start removing his loincloth.
Sure. Roll on charisma, I guess.
Alright, what's my charisma? Okay.
Do we get a roll?
3.
Nope. So yeah, you a number of other the other guards are kind of showing up now. When you start to like,
Yeah. I think we broke it. We broke it for the night. We still got 45 minutes.
Yep. When you start pulling your loincloth off, a couple of the guards are like, they're like, no, that's not. We don't. No, not here, sir. Not here, sir.
No.
No.
No. Oh.
No, sir.
Okay.
So at this point in time, Hawkins sort of walks up to the pool, and he grabs Lieutenant Carlson and Jimmy, and he kind of like just yanks them out of the pool, and sets them down on the ground, and he's like, says to you, Wildheart, he's like, "What are you trying to accomplish?"
I'm trying to wash myself of my battle.
He says, "I mean, we have much nicer showers beyond the wall, and you've already been given permission to go there if you'd like. Would you like to use one of those?"
Sure.
That sounds nice.
He says,
Yeah.
Yeah, here. And he like summons a guard, and he's like, "This guy I'll show you in." And then he looks at you and is like, "I mean, you're all welcome to join him, or you can stand out here if you want."
Yes.
I think we
Been
should.
a long time since I've been submerged.
Jesus. I forgot.
So Kroger, if you start to follow them, he's going to be like, "Not you, sir."
Well, then, can I use the pond?
Yeah. Well,
I'll leave my loincloth on.
Do any of you want to vouch for Kroger?
Nah, Kroger helped, man. He's a
Yeah,
pretty cool
he
guy.
was-
I kind of
yeah.
like him. Kind of like him.
He's like, he was useful.
Like, I'll vouch for him. I'm sure he's not
Yeah.
going to do anything crazy.
He says, "All right, but if he goes with you, he's your ward. Any of his actions, it's on you."
I'll take that.
He says, "So be it." Kroger, do you?
Youngins are mighty kind.
By this time, also Gundry's kind of showing up, and he's like, "Oh, I'll go with you guys."
Gunny, you missed all the fun.
Yeah.
He says, "Why is?"
Miss shows up at this point now.
He says, "Why is Wildheart naked?"
Don't ask. That's what the fun part was. You missed
Yeah.
it.
And
Wildheart was naked. Gross.
Fiamma's gonna be like, "Why weren't you?"
then Gundry's like, "Huh? I guess he is black all over."
Jesus.
Holy shit that comes out of your mouth, man.
You know what, Gunny? You a good dude.
So yeah, you guys, and Gundry and Kroger all sort of make your way into the palace walls. You get there, and sort of as customary, someone sort of like, slides open a thing. It's like, who is it, whatever. And then Gundry's like, "Oh, it's me." And then these guys, we need to set them up with the appropriate passes to get in and out as well. So yeah, he leads you guys in, and within the walls there is a little inn off to the side. So it's right here beside the castle. So he leads you over there, and he's like, "Hey, this is our inn. So there's rooms, there's showers, there's and you go in, and there's a bartender, there's waitresses. perfectly functioning inn. Most of the workers are either dwarves or fae of different types, and so Wildheart, do you retire to a room to get clean?
Yes.
Yeah. The rest of you guys walk in, and you're not there too long, and a guard comes in and speaks with Gundry. Gundry, you see a lot of nodding and talking, and he says, "Hey, guys, Hagar would like to meet with you guys. Is this something you're up for now, or would you want to wait till later?"
I'm good with now. If you guys.
Am I clean already?
Have you showered? Are you going to shower as well?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we'll say it's been some time, so I mean, yeah.
Okay, then I'm like
Probably.
fed up. I've eaten, gotten cleaned up, everything like that.
You should probably level yourself.
Yeah, you can do that now.
Okay, I can do that.
Yep.
Cool.
So, yeah, if no one's objectionable, he will sort of lead you to a place to meet. No. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you guys sort of get up and follow, and he leads you into the castle itself, and you guys pass through any number of places, and then you sort of arrive at a nice little like conference room. Red velvet walls, nice mahogany table, several chairs around it. There's like bottles of wine and some nice fancy glasses, and some like a what do they call it? Is it charcuterie board or whatever? Like meats and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're not there too long, and then Hagar, the Duke, walks through the door, and he's like, "Oh, it's great to see you guys again." He says, "So I heard your mission with Darren was a success, and that you even took on some additional work that will I guess ensure his future, huh?"
It's what we do.
Yep. He says, that's fantastic. Well, I don't need to know the details. Probably the less I know, the better, honestly.
Yeah.
So he says, so listen, I know you guys have been tied up with this whole kobold thing for the last, 2 weeks or so. But I do want you to know that, we received a few envoys from Macriteer, starting I guess about a week ago. They've been about 3 times. Obviously, they're looking for the prince, for the Duchess. We don't know where she is, obviously, and it's a tragedy that she's gone missing for sure. If you ever approached by them, if you could keep our secret, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Sure.
He says, "Oh, good. I'm glad we're in an understanding. Also, I trust young Darren is safe."
As far as we saw last.
He says, I hope he's doing well. He, I mean, it's silly as it may sound. It's hard being the third son. Pretty much just get abandoned by the royal family. I see him like a son, like my own son. I had children once, but it was all taken from me. And you see him go dark for a second. He says, "But that's all in the past." He says, "I have a new family now, and I'd consider an honor to consider you amongst those that I trust."
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Do y'all say anything to him? Ask any questions while he's sort of just chattering on or whatever?
Yeah. So when do we get paid, Hogarth?
He's like, oh, yes, of course. I'll have all of your earnings delivered to your rooms at the inn, and they'll be there waiting there for you. He says, "Oh, I did want to ask. Were there any belongings that you might have left in Macrotier that we could possibly fetch for you?"
Do we leave the cart and everything?
No,
But that was their cart.
He says, "We've had the cart dealt with. It's obviously it's not it's not known that it was our cart or that we had any people in Macrotier whatsoever. But it's been taken care of, the cart. I just, as I understand it, you had to leave in a hurry, and so I didn't know if you had left any belongings. If not, then,
I can't remember.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember you guys leaving anything, but
I don't think we did.
I don't think
he's just.
I'm pretty sure we were well packed. I mean, we had 7 days to prepare, technically.
He's just sort of making nice and whatever.
Yeah.
So he says, fantastic. Well, I look forward to a long and prosperous relationship with all of you.
Sure.
Yep.
Well, here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, stay and enjoy the refreshments as long as you like, and then when you're ready, you can retire back to the inn. He says, as Duke, I have lots of duties, so I must get back to them. Thank you again, and he leaves. So Kroger probably would not be with them. Kroger's probably back at the end at this point right now because he wasn't really a part of that.
I'm patiently waiting.
Yeah, because Hagar has no idea who Kroger is, nor does he care at this point. So yeah, I mean, do you guys like sort of just finish off the wine and refreshments and then head back?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. When you arrive back at the inn and you retire to your rooms, you each arrive to a bag of 200 gold apiece. So,
Shit, buddy.
yeah. Kroger, not as much. Kroger has a bag with only 50 gold in it.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Because part of that payment is from obviously the things they did with old Darren and whatnot. So yeah, you guys go back to the inn, and everything seems pretty hunky dory, and you're sort of left to your own devices at that point. And then also, so Simba sort of says to Gray, says, "So, Pops, what's next? What next adventure are we getting into?"
I don't know just yet. Don't I owe you a cow?
He says, "You sure do. I'm still starving."
I go look for a cow for him to eat.
Cool. Where do you go look?
Don't know. It's a random farms. I'm sure there's an animal cow or something wandering around.
Do you ask someone where you can find a cow, or do you just walk out and start looking for one?
I asked someone, is there a cow that I can, purchase or?
Yeah. So they say, well, there's a market here within the walls that does sell meat, but prices have gotten pretty outrageous considering that the farm has been laid waste, and a lot of places have stopped trading with Macrotier recently. So.
Yeah, that's fine. Where's a fucking cow?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So if you head out to the market, you'll find a stand that has like meat hanging like from string, just like different portions of meat. I mean, they don't have like a whole cow, but they have parts of cow.
Okay. Well, I'll go out and see how much cow I can find.
Yeah. Okay. How many pounds of cow are you looking to achieve?
Probably 1 cow's worth.
Oh, that's a lot of cow. That's a lot of meat.
A full cow is like, I don't know, a ton.
Well, how much is this going to cost me, Mike? Just
if you're, So it's going to cost you like at least 100 silver a pound.
Okay.
So 10 pounds would cost you a gold.
How much you want to qualify a cow weighing?
I mean,
An average cow is 1,600 pounds.
I ain't buying
A
him.
bull's 2,400.
Well, he's not getting that then. Not right now.
Promised him a whole cow.
Well, we don't have the money for all that.
Okay. I need to use a calculator real quick.
Yeah.
You may take some of my gold. I have no
I'm not.
use for it.
You said it's about 100 silver?
it's 100 silver per pound, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, the boy don't know. I'll buy him 30 pounds of cow meat right now, and then I'll buy him more meat later. So let's go. 30
It's only 160 gold. Fuck, I'll foot the bill for that.
hundreds.
I mean, 160 gold would buy you a nice little estate.
That's fine. I have 400.
Like,
So
like right now, a cow costs as much as a house does.
I'll buy him 100 gold worth of cow meat.
And I will hand you 50 gold back.
Cool.
How's that sound?
All right.
Sweet.
Feed him for 2
Yeah.
days.
And
Have to feed my child too. I did teach him fire, so I
And,
feel responsible.
do you tell him what you spent on it?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You need to know
You got to
that
teach
yourself.
him the value of money.
So yeah, when you say you spent 100 gold on a cow, he's like, oh, is that a lot?
Yeah, it's a
It's
lot.
fairly expensive.
It's a lot. We get a cow for cheaper than. I mean,
And he's like, and it's not even alive.
It's
To be
Correct.
fair,
Yama's gonna look at him and be like, later I'll explain supply and demand to you.
he says, oh, well, I mean, if people have supply and you demand it, then they give it to you.
No.
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 I said later I will explain it to
Oh,
you.
okay. He says, thanks for the meat, and he just like he transforms back into dragon form and starts gobbling it up.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah, just, like swallowing parts of it entirely whole.
That's fine.
It's hot.
Cool. Yep.
He's a
You
child.
think I could get like just a piece of? You know what? Never mind. Just eat it.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys, if you have nothing else to do, are you going to retire for the evening then in the inn?
Yeah.
Shit. Honestly, I'll spend another 100 silver and Gray and I'll split a half pound steak each.
All right. That's fine.
Seems good.
Yeah. I mean, you can just buy a steak plate at the inn.
Yeah, but I like cooking.
Okay.
I've made a fire, so.
Okay. What's your cooking skill?
Sear the outside, 2 minutes on each side for good grill marks.
Yeah.
And down the hatch.
Let's. Why don't you roll?
And he's a wolf, so I don't think he cares.
Yeah, I mean, maybe roll on intelligence.
Oh, okay. It's my intelligence. I haven't used it in a while. Ah, sweet. So that's a 6.
It's not. It's just okay. It's maybe a little overdone.
That's
I'm a
fine.
wolf. It can be raw and it's still not going to affect.
He's a
me.
wolf and I'm an angel of fire. Hotter's better.
Yeah. All right. All right. Cool. So, anyone else have anything they want to do before the evening is up? Cool.
I'm
All right.
good.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys wake the next morning. You're pretty well rested. And I assume you're all probably having some breakfast down in the inn.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you do, here comes old Hawkins. Comes in the front door of the inn, and he says, "Oh, there you all are." He says,
I just enjoy when you say it like that. Oh,
He says,
here we go.
what are we all having today? And you can either tell him or not what you're having breakfast, but he can see what you're having. He says, "Oh, what a mighty spread! What a mighty spread!" He says, "So, did you guys have a good night's sleep?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, "That's
Sure.
That's great. That's fantastic." He says, "So, I guess just a little housekeeping. if is there any way we could ensure that Darren's still okay? I mean, do you guys have a way to contact where he is or anything like that?
Nope.
You have my word.
Yeah. I mean, have you seen him recently?
Nope.
We'll hear shortly.
Like how recently?
I mean, in the last couple of days, probably. I guess. Is it no? I'm just look. I'm looking after, people from our area here. I'm just making sure that Darren's okay. We all like Darren. He's a good lad. I mean, a little dry, but a good lad. And then he's like,
I physically can't remember. Did I kill Bird?
No, you still have Drumstick.
Cool.
Yeah.
His name is Bird. Get it right.
Yeah, he wouldn't let me name him. He wouldn't let me name him Drumstick.
Yeah. So he says, you guys were in McAteer, right?
Yeah.
He knows you were, but he's just, he's leading. And he says, the Grand Summit Festival's coming up soon. I don't know if you guys know anything about that.
Yeah, what is that about, by the way?
Well, normally I would go. They have this fantastic tournament.
Oh God, what do you want us to do already?
He says, I don't know that I necessarily want you to do anything. I was just about to tell you about the Grand Summit Festival, but I mean, if you want to be rude about it, I can leave. I don't have to talk to you.
No, I want to know.
Fiamma's like, it's fine. I can tell you a bit. I saw a poster.
He says,
I know everything.
He says, well, the tournament is just fantastic. Some of the strongest fighters from around the continent show up. But the real prize is always between the warriors from the Dwarven Nation and the warriors from the Minotaur Nation. He says, the Grand Summit Festival is always when the two nations get together and they work out their
Don't kill each other.
Their political agendas and all that kind of stuff. It's always a good meeting time for the two factions to get together. Don't know how it's going to go down this year. Definitely some friction between the old Minotaurs and our nation. And of course, Ugrin's not welcome. That business with the dead Minotaurs. They think it's our fault. And they know it's not our fault, but they're blaming us. But we got too much going on here for me to attend anyways. My squad usually does pretty good. But anyways, you guys should check that out. That tournament's pretty awesome. I think you'd do really well. And, there's the prize money, too. I mean, I know how you guys like the money. And he says, but you guys should definitely check that out. And he's like, oh, and like I said, you can just check on Darren for us and maybe send word, that he's okay.
Yeah.
As he sort of is walking out. He's like, all right, guys.
I'm actually going to walk close to him before he gets out the door and be like, listen, I haven't told everyone else, as Fiamma.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't told everyone else just yet, but I'm planning on staying a little close to where Darren is. And I'm going to let him sneak a peek at Bird and be like, keep an eye out for this guy. He'll be our
when he sees it, he's like,
little
oh,
messenger. Yeah, it's horrifying, but it's visible.
He's like, that looks like something I threw out once.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a bird.
So, I mean, as on player level, right? You guys got him from like the back alley dealer.
Yeah.
And literally, it was like a reject that was like thrown out from the castle. Like oh, this bird was born retarded. We're going to toss it. So, quite possibly, Calkins did toss it out. But anyways, yeah, he's like,
basically,
okay.
I'm letting him know that's a messenger pigeon for us.
He's like, can that thing even fly?
Surprisingly, yes.
He says, oh, okay, all right. Well, I won't miss that. I mean, pretty recognizable. And then he's like, so what are you all about anyways? I mean, you got all those ritual looking tattoos or scars or whatever they are, and you got all that fire business. I mean,
Fire business.
Something's definitely different about you.
Alright, I'm gonna level with you, Hodor, or whoever you are. Hawthorne, that's right, Hawthorne. I've told a bunch of people this, no one seems to believe me, go fucking figure. I'm an angel of the goddess Alpan. I am here on a mission. Fuck everybody else.
He's like, oh. Huh, an angel, huh? I can't say as I've ever met an angel. But, Alpan. Heard that name before. That's one of those, fire gods, right?
I certainly hope so.
I certainly hope so. Are you
like, yeah.
fate?
Fire god. All right. And you're an angel, you say. He says, I don't see any wings.
Not all angels have wings.
So that's fair. I mean, I've never been to, heaven? Is it heaven?
No, it's the fire plane.
Fire plane.
Fire god.
Yeah, I mean, who am I to question how the mysterious gods work, I don't really buy
True that. You know what? Yeah, right.
He's like, hey, what if it works, it works. Call yourself an angel, call yourself a mud demon, I don't care. As long as you get the job done, it doesn't matter to me.
Wow.
Oh, God.
He says, all right,
I'll let you know that I'm fighting the urge to kill you. Have a nice day.
He's like, oh, don't worry. I'm always fighting the urge to kill everyone.
What the fuck?
Yes!
He's
You know what? Urge dissipated. Once again, you're cool.
He's like, all people are trash, and they all deserve to die, but a world with only one person's pretty boring, so gotta get my laugh somewhere.
You know what?
Wow.
Fuck the rest of these guys. Can I just hang out with you?
He's like, oh, I'm busy all the time, Hagar. He keeps me on my toes, But he keeps me swimming in, ladies and booze. So you know how it is.
Well, dudes, but yeah, whatever.
He's like, yeah, that too. Whatever you can get your hands on, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Jesus. God, I need to hang out. Unfortunately, I don't hear this.
Yeah, no. It's just and he's like, all right, well, I'll catch you later. Finger guns you and walks off.
The finger gun.
God, finger guns.
I like awkwardly just like, I walk back, and when I walk back towards the group, I'm like, you know what? Hawthorne's not a bad guy.
Yeah. With your sort of information, are you guys looking to head back to the guild area, or you just gonna hang out here for a while, or what's going on?
Kroger wants to do a thing too.
Yeah.
So while everyone's gathered together, he's gonna be like, I would like to request something of you.
Okay.
I am currently in training to be a better warrior. You are strong. May I please follow you?
No, I don't object.
Sure.
He just turns around, and just starts.
Simba's like, hey guys, the Froggy Man wants to come with us.
Aw.
He says, hey, do you transform into anything?
Only into angry.
Oh, okay. All right. He says, because my pops. Do you stop me, Gray? Yeah, well, but and Mist, he.
Yo, kid.
Even I'm just like.
Hey.
He says, oh, well, hey, frog guy, they're all weirdos too, so,
Good enough.
Yeah,
That's fine.
thanks.
That I laugh at.
Yeah.
We're all right with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I weird?
And I just look at the dragon. I'm like, good save, kids.
Yeah, just don't be throwing it. Look, you can't be just like ixnay on the wolf and the tree.
He's like, well, if he's coming with us, he's gonna find out, right?
He will find out, but
In
like,
time.
just yeah.
He looks over at Fiamma and says, "Hey, Fiamma, is it time?
Yeah?
Is it time to try the thing? I want to try it."
We can't try it right here, but we're gonna go try it.
You know what? There ain't no reason why we couldn't try it outside of this town to keep us from having to travel 2 fucking days. She says.
He's like,
Mist
"Yeah."
also agrees.
Do we have the tree planted in this area, or do we need to plant one?
You don't yet, not yet. Mm-mm.
Yeah, we need to plant one.
All right. Let's mark
Where-
one of the seeds off.
Where do you think you want to put it?
Oh no.
Shit, I'd have put that bitch inside the wall.
I mean, you can do that. It might get weird.
Yeah, it might get weird. Oh.
Might get hairy. No.
Where do you think you
I
want to put
marked
it?
it.
Cool.
Let's put it in the woods somewhere.
No, I got a great idea.
Okay.
We have an apartment here, guys. The professor's old apartment. Why don't we go plant that motherfucker in the window over there, and we can just go in and out of the apartment all the time?
It's gonna get big.
It's gonna get a huge tree. Just
But it
may
won't
chop.
stay big.
Yeah, somebody may chop that bitch down.
I mean, it's gonna be tree sized.
I mean,
Well,
I like
it's
how,
known
I like
that it's
how
the
this is
professor's
still
place.
sitting over here.
Yeah.
Nobody's chopped that down, so
Yeah.
So, well, there's nothing entitling you to his apartment necessarily either.
Well, nobody knows he's dead, and we have the keys, so I think that's pretty entitled.
Right?
Yeah, that's fairly entitled.
I
Not
would
to mention the rest of the town is dead, so
Right,
who's
so
really
there-
laying claim?
The people behind the wall are just gonna lay claim to it all and then sell it all off. Like, no one lives there. It's ours now.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So, you might want to talk to someone about that apartment just to be on the safe side. If that's something your characters would do.
Well, Mist likes everything, so yeah, Mist would definitely say something.
Okay. Do you find someone to talk to? I guess.
When the time arises, sure. If we're there and you're going to let me, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay. If you guys exit the town and you start heading back to the apartment, all of these apartments have like for sale signs on like the doors of the rooms in all the apartments, including the professors.
All right. What houses are vacant right now?
All of them.
It'd be quicker to me to tell you what's occupied.
Ooh.
All right. What's occupied?
Cool.
Actually, I've got the big question. The Hobbit house. I assume that's unoccupied because you said they were all murdered.
Yeah.
Give me a price.
All right. So you want to talk to somebody about buying it?
Yeah,
Okay. So do you?
because that'd
do
be
you
a great place to plant a tree. It's off to the side.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, I mean, let's say you like flag down a guard and you basically inquire about like buying land, right? And they through a chain of events, you get set up with I guess one of the castle accountants, and they do some tabulation and they're like, oh, all right. Well, do you plan on doing any farming with the farmhouse? I know it's an odd question, but it's a valid one.
Yes.
He says that farm actually represented a lot of agriculture that was supporting the outer wall and even some places in the inner wall. So ideally, we would like to sell. I mean, we'll sell it to anyone, but we'd like to sell it to someone who's going to run and maintain the farm.
Totally gonna run and maintain the farm.
He says, "Okay, good." And he says, "All right, well," and he like crunches some numbers. And he says, "We can sell you that farm for 75 gold."
And I will buy it.
He says,
And
"Fantastic."
I'm also gonna pull Mist aside and talk to him afterwards.
He says, "Okay," and he says, "And there will be obviously a yearly tax on that as well. So the taxes are basically 10% of the buying price yearly. So 7.5 gold yearly in taxes.
All right. Okay, so I'm totally purchasing that, and I need to talk to Mist.
All right. So yeah, I mean, he settles up with everything, and you like just throw the money at him, and he gives you the deed to the farm. And as he hands it to you, he's like, "Now this is as is. We're not making any repairs to it."
Understood.
It is okay. And he hands it to you. And then he pulls out like a contract, and he says, "And we'll just need this signed in blood, if that's okay." And he has like a pin. He wants to like prick your finger.
What?
I'm gonna prick my own hand,
Yeah,
just
I mean,
like whole palm.
Yeah, I mean, he'll like offered it to you to like do it yourself. It's right. If you could just put your thumb right here on the signature line.
All right, I push my thumb on that.
Yep. And when you put your thumb on it, the blood sort of like changes into like your signature on the line.
Binding magical contract.
And he says, "All right, and it's yours, and it is proven by this document, signed in blood and sealed with magic. So, best of luck to you. Look forward to trading goods with you."
Sweet.
So, yeah, you own
And
the
I
farm.
totally need to talk to Mist.
All right, so talk to Mist.
All right, so listen, Mist. I had a great idea, but I need your okay on it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say the dragon is actually able to teleport, right? Using the whole magic tree system. All right, I had an idea that potentially we could hire some people from around the guild hall to actually work this farm for us. We plant the tree here, and unfortunately it's going to require me to have both the wood and the time orb, but I will give you the fire orb in exchange so long as, we're both able to travel. And we could potentially have another source of revenue.
All right. I'll do that.
All right.
But just so we're clear, the wood orb is still mine.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. So you guys head over to the farm, plant the tree.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you get over there and you plant the tree. Whereabouts? I mean, just sort of like around it somewhere.
Might as well be back in the back right here.
We're at.
It'll provide
out of
shade
sight.
to
Click and hold.
into the
Click and hold.
It'll provide shade to
Okay.
whatever kind of
Right.
work beasts we need to have.
Cool. It's
Oh shit! I'm actually gonna run a goat farm. Fuck yeah!
yeah. We've been joking about it for a year now.
Finally got here. It's
Yeah.
come full circle.
Full circle. Finally starting the goat farm. So
Also,
yeah,
Mist would still like to buy a residence.
yeah. Okay. And well, so when you were with the accountant, did you also want to talk to him at the same time?
Yeah, I just want to know which ones I can't buy.
Okay. Cool. So the blacksmith, conveniently enough, is still alive. So he still has his house. There's a few of these houses, like 2 of them, that are occupied. The guards still obviously maintain the guard shack, and they've hired people to maintain the stables back on here. This house back here has got somebody in it. This one's got a family or 2 in it, and we'll say this one here, and everything else is pretty much vacant.
Okay. I want that one.
Here?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. They'll sell that to you for 50 gold.
How much though? I never pay taxes on it again.
How much do they never pay taxes on it?
I mean, I did just do a whole lot of shit for the dude that runs this place.
Sure. So to never pay taxes on it again, let's say that's 50 gold. It's 5 gold.
And in the contract, it needs to state that this cannot be repossessed no matter how long I've been gone.
Yeah. Okay. So for 90 gold, you can never pay taxes again.
Done.
Okay.
And I'm not signing a magical contract in my blood.
He says if you won't sign in blood, they need some other kind of assurance. If you'll give them like a piece of hair, or at the very least, there's like a chant.
I will not bind myself magically in any way.
Yeah. All right. He says he'll do his best. He says the magical contract basically puts a ward over the facility, so that even if like someone else were to come in and take over, that you could prove it. That if for whatever reason, if the place were overrun and a whole new like regime was set up, that they couldn't guarantee beyond that point, because there'd be no magical protection. But he says if you're willing to take that risk, then sure.
Yep, I'll take the risk.
Okay.
Man, it looks like we're gonna be killing a lot of people over a house.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, right now, they don't foresee that happening, but also, like I said, Ukraine's not in the best standing at the moment. Yeah.
So
So
we're gonna be killing a lot of people over a house.
So yeah, that's your house now. Anyone else want to do anything before you start heading back to the guild?
I'm good.
Yeah, actually, I want to inspect my new abode.
Okay. Yeah. So you want to like roll a discern realities, or?
Yep, because player level, I know there's black market here,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna find it.
Yeah. So you as you're like going through your new property and you're looking around and whatever, you do stumble upon a like a sealed back room, and there's a couple of like herbs in there. There's a few weapons, nothing of major note. There is a small stash of 12 gold in the back, and that's about it. Though it looks like it's been pretty ransacked. Looks like they've sold off a lot of stuff, and possibly haven't been able to get a lot in with a lot of the problems that have been going on. But that's what you find.
That is fun.
All right. So you get the tree planted, and then Simba's like, all right, you got to grow it, but once you grow it, I think I can open it. So I assume you use the time and wood orbs to grow the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do so, and then so Simba's like sitting at it, and he's sort of like staring at it, and he's like, hold on, and then he like reverses to dragon form, and then he's like staring at it, and he's staring at it, and you see like he raises his wings up, and he's like staring at it more, and then you see the like a singular like line of light form down the middle of the tree, and it just kind of slowly starts to open, and you can see him. He's kind of straining a little bit. He's like, he turns his head to the side, and then it like then it sort of like pops open, and it's there. And he's like, ha! See, told you I could do it.
Fucking primo, and I'm gonna
Hell
like,
yeah, you did.
I'm gonna
Oh,
like clap him on the
damn.
back. Good fucking job.
He's like, yeah, thanks. Yeah, I watched you guys do it, and then like, I thought I could do that.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
Well,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Back to the guild.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys all step through. And I said it's only been, like I said, about 2 weeks. So you wouldn't have expected all of the construction to be done yet. what you're looking to walk into is a lot of things being built.
I expect it to be
Jack's
done.
totally done. I paid extra for that.
You did, but even like the guild hall was even with paying extra, said it would take about a month. So it's only been about 2 weeks. But wait, where'd he go? Nope. Yep. There's nothing there. So there we are.
Picked up shop and moved away.
Yeah.
Somebody got a lot of. Okay.
There we go. Yeah. So you get there, and when you get there, everything is built. Let's throw on music. I need the new
Everything
music.
is awesome.
There it is.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
So yeah, you portal in. That wasn't weird at all.
Such a premium. I
Yeah.
mean, like for realsies though, I kind of want to get a beef farm set up.
Oh, you can grow those at. We can grow those at the agriculture farm because that's not what that's going to turn into. Is a giant
the
fucking
cows.
agriculture farm.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, you arrive in, and like everything.
Kroger's like, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, everything is built. You as you exit the trees, you see the guild hall across the way in all its glory. You can even see the dragon statue. Mist, you see your building there. Melody can see across the water what looks like might be her brewery. Wildheart, you can't see your TP, but it is out there. And Fiamma, you won't see your shack, but it is also out there.
Hey, look, there's my house. Yeah,
So
Mist, property manager.
that's
yeah.
right.
So as you guys are walking up,
hams.
Ted, you see Ted, and Ted's like,
Holding
"Oh my
mysterious
God, guys,
Trenco full of turkeys.
you're back!" He's
I'm gonna
like,
fucking kill Ted. What's going on?
he's like, "Hey,"
Why is he a part of this?
he's like, "So
Oh,
yeah,
No.
I was able to get things built really fast, you know."
Okay.
He says, "You see,"
Ted, I swear to God, if you say something fucked up, I'm gonna kill you right now.
he says, "Well, so
No.
like, well, you may not believe this, but I actually I helped build this building out by this other town, and I had some friends staying in it, and well, we sold the building, and we used the gold from the building to help expedite more workers to help build these buildings, because I knew you guys were wanting all this stuff done, and it was a lot of work, and so I was helping. But hey, is there any way my friends could crash around here for a little bit?
On player level, did Ted sell the orphanarium?
He did, and he's moved all the orphans to the guild area.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Hold on, boys. I got this.
Along with the
hey,
priest.
Ted, how many hands do you have?
He says, "Oh man, so there's 20, I got 21 friends. Yeah, 21 friends. It's like this old guy, and then I mean, some of them are kind of they're kids, they're younger, but I mean they can help out around here. There's
Part of me is Melody would want to adopt
Ted.
a child, but I'm not going to do it.
I have a place they can stay
he says, "Oh really?
as long as they can work.
Oh yeah, yeah."
Whoa.
Minus the
Holy
younger
shit.
ones.
Yeah, he says, "Oh yeah, definitely." The kids love to
I'll
work.
pay them a fair wage for their work.
Oh cool. Yeah, where at?
Well, it's back in Ugrin,
Is oh
but I've
That's
got a
a-
way to get them there.
he's like that's a oh but do you have a cart? It's a long journey, man.
Don't show Ted the
Ted?
shit. Don't.
Don't ask questions.
He says, "Oh
Do you want me to get them some work?
yeah, well can so my buddy he's kind of he's their caretaker. Can he go with them?
Of course, we need someone to watch after the younger ones.
Oh cool, awesome, yeah that would be great actually."
And Mike, I'm gonna have to get with you after the game and discuss revenue and shit now.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Ted's like a so. Once again, so if we jump back to me being the GM, you guys were always going to come back to Ted having the kids there. But like as soon as you're like, I buy the farm, and I was like, those kids are going to work that farm. I was like, that's perfect.
I'm so glad, because that saved me so much effort of going into the fucking tavern and being like, I need people to work or die.
So yeah, Ted sort of shows you, like right now, he's sort of got the kids just sort of like living in the woods. And there's like a couple of tents, and stuff in the woods where he's basically got the kids laid up at.
Jesus.
Yeah. But there's more to it, but we'll find out more about that later.
Of course.
As to why Ted did what Ted did.
I do need to resolve getting the kids there and getting them set up.
Yeah.
Because from this point forward, Fiamma won't actually be here.
Yeah.
So after Ted gets done like telling them shit and all that, I'm gonna take them and the priest through the portal back to the farm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the dude like 100 gold to get like set up in there. And then tell them that if they need me, I don't know, I'll be in probably daily to check on them.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, you guys, I mean, hey, do you go check out your new digs? You got this like fancy guild hall.
Yeah.
That you've not been into yet?
Definitely
Before we do that, I pull Ted in real close and I whisper to him that he better knock this shit off. This is not his place to run, and I give him just a quick little, like, slightly cut on the neck that just drips a little couple drops there, just to show him that I'm not fucking around.
He's like, whoa, man! Like, sorry, I just wanted to help.
Sometimes your help's not help, Ted.
He says, "Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Did you know that house that I now own over by the water that you rented out was rented by a fucking trench coat of hams?"
He's like, trench coat of hams? Good
Yes.
one. That's hilarious.
No, not a good one. It was fucking real, and it was full of fairy dust in there, which I have disposed of.
He says, "Oh, fairy dust?" You see, kind of look over that way, and he's like, "What'd you do with it?"
Fucking disposed of it, Ted.
Like where?
And that house is booby trapped, so leave it the fuck alone.
Oh. Okay. So how are we gonna get the rent?
It's mine now, and no one is renting it.
Oh. Okay. Well, cool. I mean, whatever, man. It's your place. I just try to help out.
You gotta chill with that stuff. You gotta start talking with your uncle. You gotta start talking with people. You can't just do this shit on your own.
Interviews, Ted. Interviews.
He's like, well, I mean, I can't really chat to my uncle. He's dead. We went to his funeral. You were there.
Well, that's true. You gotta talk to somebody, man.
Necromancers.
And he's like, plus, like, we buried him like on the Minotaur side. It's kind of getting dangerous to cross those borders, I think.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna kill you one day, Ted.
He says,
You gotta consult with us. You gotta talk to me. You gotta talk to Melody. Shit, Twig's around here somewhere, ain't he?
He says, "Oh yeah, Twigs. He's always at the bar. I think he likes Fluffy."
Twig likes anybody.
Yeah.
Okay, but you gotta talk to someone, man. You can't be doing this crazy shit.
Yeah. Hey, listen. So me and the crew. We're getting a little low on the funds. We can't afford to stay at the inn anymore.
That's sad.
Is there any way we could like join the guild and live in the guild house?
Holy
God.
shit. All right. Me and Melody own the guild, and
Yeah.
I will have to discuss it with her.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, if you need me, like, I'm just living in the woods right over here. Yeah. So like, like I think Kyle still got some money. You know, and you know,
You hear in the distance, Kyle!
and Amanda, what's your character's name?
Belladonna.
Belladonna. He's like, yeah, Belladonna's got this like OnlyFans thing. You know, people just give her money and she posts things on a board. I don't get it, but like, you know, it works for her. Yeah. And you know, and then like, you know, me and Magus and names. What's Brad? What's your character's name? That's cool.
Wasn't it
So,
Wisp?
Wisp the Wise.
Wisp, yeah. So yeah, me and Magus and Wisp, you know, we do a lot of camping, you know? We like to camp.
Oh yeah, it sucks.
Who lives in the little tiny shack now? Is it just Twig?
It's Gorm. I mean,
So it's just Gorm.
Gorm would love to live in the guild hall, but I mean, he's not gonna go where he's not invited.
I agree. So as we're talking, I whisper two melodies so that you know other people can't overhear.
Okay, alright.
And I'm like, hey, what do you think about moving Gorm into the guild hall to let him run that? And then while we're away, and then we'll give these
Give 'em the
dumbasses the shack.
Yeah. I think that's a lot safer than just letting.
All right.
So while you're having this conversation, like Ted and Magus and Wisp are like playing hacky sack off
Of
the
course,
waves.
yeah.
Where? Okay, so
No,
I'm gonna go
Kyle's
be like,
definitely hacking. With
Yeah, okay.
I'm
He's
gonna
the
be
one
like
that taught
Ted.
them hacky.
Ted.
Yeah, wait, what? Hey, man. Hey.
All right, you make me a promise.
Yeah, of course.
Stop doing stupid shit. And I'm gonna give you something. Don't make me regret this.
Yeah, you won't regret it, man. I'm good for it.
All right, man. So I point over to this thing right here, and I said, "You know what? That's called the SS Shack, and it's all yours, baby."
This SS Shack. Oh yeah, I like it. What does that stand for?
I don't know, man. That's what we call it,
The
though.
stupid
But it's
shack.
yours. You own it now.
He's
It's
like,
the neo-Nazi shack.
so he looks over at the guys and he's like, "Hey guys, that shack's ours, man."
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
A one-room efficiency shack. Yeah.
he's like, "Hey, Mist, can we like decorate any way we want?"
Okay, so here are the ground rules.
Oh.
I technically own this shack. However, it is yours. You get to stay there for as long as you want, so you cannot sell it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
cannot
no.
rent, you can't rent it out either.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. You cannot destroy it, but you may add to it, and you can paint it whatever the fuck you want, Ted.
Rad. Hey, so
It's gonna have flames on the side.
Yeah, he looks over-
It's gonna have
Oh, we're gonna
some
get
Yeah,
a
he
hella
is. I
racist
know he
stripes.
is.
he looks over to Ronjo, and
I really want to
sorry.
see what they're gonna do to it.
And he's like, "Hey, we should paint flames on the side."
I knew it.
He's like, "Hey, should we should give it a name?"
Swear to God, if you call this the Caddy Shack, I'm gonna fucking get out. I'm leaving. I'm fucking getting off of here right now.
He says, "I'm thinking Love Shack." Just saying.
Oh,
Yeah, I hear you, buddy.
Even
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be messy.
And he's like, "Big Horny D, you'd like that name, wouldn't you?"
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. So they all
Let's put a sign above the door that says we don't discriminate.
Yeah, they wander off to their shack, to their new abode. Now, you probably want to go tell
As
Gorm.
he walks up, Horny D hugs the wall and humps it.
Yeah, you probably want to tell Gorm before like they all just burst up in there, and Gorm's like, "What are you doing in my house?"
I'm going to speed walk over there faster than that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, let's get
And
ahead
I will
of
say-
this. Yeah,
I will say, Gorm, take a walk with me, my friend, and grab your valuables.
all of them, everyone.
Gorm's like, "Oh, okay," and he grabs like a couple of books off the shelf, and just a little like duffel bag of stuff, and like a coffee mug that says, "They catch me trolling."
Jesus.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was going to be Gorm with the wind.
All right,
Oh
so I
my
look at him and I'm like, buddy, you got everything in here that
everything.
You don't ever
I
have to
look at
come
him,
back
I'm like,
for her again?
everything.
He kind of looks around and he's like, yeah.
Fuck you.
Okay, well,
All right, so as we're walking out and these idiots are descending upon the cabin, and I'm sure Gorm's looking at him like, what the fuck's happening?
He's like, he's wrong. This. He's like, am I about to be homeless?
No, man. So I
we
want to
have a
ask
proposal for
you,
you.
me and Melody have discussed this, and we would like you to run the guild while we're away.
It's cool. Yeah. I mean,
We're going to give you a room in the guild hall.
thanks. Yeah, I was honestly hoping that would be the case. You know.
Yeah.
Well, it is now, and now these dumbasses have a place they can wreck, and it doesn't mean shit to anybody.
He says, yeah. I was watching him build. You know, it's nice. He says, you know, Ted actually put up some money to expedite the process. I mean, he's an idiot, but I mean,
It was money that he originally took from us, but
Yeah, I hear you, bud.
yeah, we get the sentiment.
It's like, oh yeah. I mean,
That's why he gets a check.
Yep, and he's not sleeping in the woods anymore, man.
he's dumb, but he's a good kid.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
You're being real generous, but that's just who you are.
Yeah.
We won't hold it against you.
So yeah, I mean, you guys are gonna go check out your new digs, and I think we'll probably fade out for now and resume stuff next week. But yeah, you know, new home, new stuff. I mean, Mrs. still got to go check out his little shop and whatever.
Yes,
And Melody's
he does.
got to check out the brewery. So
May build some more stuff.
yep. So, but yeah, I think that's it for today's
quick
session.
question, because I may have gotten a little bit behind. Now that I'm level 9, how many of the advanced moves should I have?
You would have 8.
Yeah, I'm 1 short. All right. Yeah, I'll fix that.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna exit the stream. Thanks, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream. Stream of dreams.
We're totally gonna fuck in this shack.
Well,